Hi there. Today is a very important day because today I will officially start my research for my next Grail watch. There are so many options available that I will definitely need some help from you as an watch aficionado, and I would like to introduce some of the models that I have considered, and probably you can share your opinion with me. That might help me and support me in doing the right decision. Before we go into details, let's do a quick wrist check. So today I'm wearing the Seiko SKX007, my daily beater. Yeah, I really love this watch. So Grail watches are something special. The SKX, for instance, is a brilliant watch. There are a lot of nice watches available, especially from Seiko, but the Grail watch is something with a lot of history, something special. A watch that will not lose that much value that you might can give you to your grandchildren. Yeah, something really special, like my Blancpain 50 Fathoms, which is a Grail watch for me. As I considered to buy a new watch, I had a look at a lot of different models. First of all, I thought I should consider something vintage. Since I have a lot of diver watches, I thought that a pilot watch might be very interesting. And this international watch company model might be one of the watches that I consider to purchase. It's available in a good condition for around 8,000 euros. Yeah, that might be one option. Definitely a watch that I would like to own, but for sure this will be too expensive, is the Rolex GMT Master, especially as a vintage model. So this model was sold at eBay for around $58,000, so definitely not in my price range, but for sure definitely a watch that I would like to own. The same story with the Rolex Submariner with mil specs. I like the individual design of the hands, and yeah, the dial is quite simple, but also this watch is not affordable for me, unfortunately. Also, vintage Daytona would be nice, but the last model that I've seen at an auction was around 58,000 US dollars in very good and crisp condition, but still too expensive. By the way, I would like to spend something between $5,000 and $15,000. If it's cheaper, doesn't matter. As you know, I have also some watches for around $10, but that was the price range I expect to spend. And when I show you my favorites later on, then you probably will understand why I choose this price range. Another GMT. You see this very nice color fading over here, but this kind of watches are also quite costly. I think for 20,000 euros or US dollar you can get one of this, but yeah, too much for me. So now we are coming to my first favorite. I went to Basel this year to the Basel World, and I had a chance to see the new Tudor Black Bay in bronze, which is a really attractive watch. I like this classic dial setup. I like the snowflake hand. For sure, I like the fact that it comes in a bronze case, and I also like this big crown design. There are two things that I'm a little bit afraid of. So maybe bronze is fancy at the moment, but after wearing it for 1 year, you probably do not find it attractive anymore. So this is one of my threats. The other thing is that if I want to sell this watch, maybe in 2 or 3 or 4 years, the prices will not be as stable as with other models. Otherwise, I can really recommend it. It looks brilliant. The next one is definitely a classic, the Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch. I know that a lot of people like this watch. It seems to be one of the most adored and famous watches that are available in the market. After a long research, I would go for the classical version with the Hazalid class instead of the Sapphire. Yeah, what's your opinion on this decision? I think a Speedy is never wrong. Unfortunately, I've never had the experience to check the quality of a Speedy by myself. I've just seen hundreds of reviews in the internet and read some articles, but it's definitely one of my most wanted watches. I also had a chance to see the new Rolex Daytona in Switzerland at Basel World, and I was really amazed. I think the pictures, they can just show some of the brilliant, or can give you just a clue of that what the watch really looks like when you have it on your wrist. It's really amazing. The new bezel in ceramic looks awesome. On the other hand, this watch will cost, I think, around 12 or 13,000 euro. I'm not quite sure, and so it's not yet available. This is, by the way, the same story with the Tudor Black Bay Bronze. As far as I'm informed, both of these watches will be available by the end of the year. Yeah, another classic, a classical Rolex Submariner date. I don't have it in my collection, and for me this is, beside the Blancpain 50 Fathoms, one of the most important divers. On the other hand, I have one issue with Rolex, so there are a lot of fakes available, and sometimes the fakes are really good. And yeah, having a Rolex, especially a Submariner, has always this kind of fake taste, which I don't like. But it's a really fantastic watch. So I plan to make my decision within the next 9 months, depending on which model I will finally decide on. So it's definitely a difference if you buy something for 4,000 euros or for 15. I would like to have your ideas on these watches, or is there something else that I should consider? Maybe a Grand Seiko. So your comments are really welcome, and I'm looking forward to have some really nice discussions. Thank you, and see you soon.